How you doing today? We had a great comment yesterday from Denier, I hope I got his name right, on our TP3 video last night. And he pointed out that, when I was talking about the tools that every service tech needs, he pointed out a multimeter is needed. And he's absolutely right. And I have two responses to that we're going to talk about in this video. One is there's certainly room in the TP3 for a clamp-on meter, which I sometimes use. I also, and what we're going to talk about further, is I have a meter bag that I keep my Fluke 87 in with a little clip here, and I'll just clip that on my TP3 tool belt when I need it, and I'm off to go. I keep this right here on the back of the trailer, so when I need it, I just grab it and clip it on, and that way I can use it no matter which tool bag I'm using. Hey there, how are you today? If you're new to the channel, I'm Sean with Accent Alarms. I have about 25 years experience designing, installing, and servicing quality, long-lasting automatic gate systems. By automatic gate system, I mean I work on gates, gate operators, cameras, access control, and wired and wireless connectivity. And I've recently added video production to the list of things I do. I'd love to get your feedback, good or bad, down in the comments section, and please take a second to click on that subscribe button. It really helps us out when you do. And that way I can take it with me no matter which Vito bag I happen to be grabbing that day. Because as you've seen from the other videos, I have, depending on what I'm doing, whether I'm working on a gate or a security system or a camera system, I'll choose what I'm going to carry into that service call or installation. And this gives me a lot of versatility. So let's take a look at this meter bag here. So if you can't tell, I'm a big fan of the Veto Pro Pacs and Fluke. If you look further on my trailer, I'm also a Milwaukee fan, and those are kind of my three primary deals. But today we're primarily going to look at the meter bag, and we're going to kind of take a look at that compared to what you might get from Fluke. I've got several of these, as you can see here, and they're just thin and flimsy, and they're great if you're going to store this in a drawer or around the office. But riding around in my van inside these drawers, these are a little light duty for what I do or like. So compared to the Vito bag, I mean, this is nice, thick, and you can see how much thicker it's padded. And I really like this guy here. So looking at this meter bag, you can see this is the camouflage version. It's got a nice hand strap for carrying it. Nice solid construction. It's got a clip that you saw at the beginning there that I can clip on my tool belt. I happen to use a Klein web belt with a metal buckle. And we've got the main compartment here, which is where I keep my meter. And sometimes I'll float between my Fluke 87. Here, you can see I like to keep my tools clean. It says a lot about you as a technician. And it stores this Fluke 87 in there with my leads on there and the magnetic little clip. We'll move that to the side now. I leave my probes on there. And you can see there's a ton of room in there, and there's a little pocket along the back here, and that's the main compartment. You've got a couple of side compartments here, and I like to keep a pair of cutoffs in there, and if I don't have my other bag with me, I'll throw a pair of strippers in there. I always like to have a couple Sharpies with me. Pretty deep pocket. You can see how far that goes down. Here I like to keep my little quick reference guide, and I keep my extra tips on there in case I need to switch from the clamps to the probes. There's plenty of room in there for those, and nice heavy Velcro construction again. Down here you can keep a few other smaller things. I keep a couple slide over clamps on there. You can see there's a spot for some bits if you wanted to carry those in there. Little mini pockets are about that deep. And I keep a couple rolls of tape on here. And the bottom's nice and thick. And I obviously really like this bag. It's really padded in the front, back, and along the bottom, so it protects your meter really well. And when I compare that to the ones you get with your Fluke meters, I mean, these are just so thin and flimsy. The zipper sticks on you sometimes. You know, you can see I've got a collection of these. I got a lot of Fluke products. I also have used this bag here. I shouldn't say bag, it's almost like an ammo can, and I'll keep my extra probes in here. And like I say, I like to be prepared for you know, some versatility, so I keep my network tester in here, and that'll actually fit in here as well. So if I'm going to test network cables, I may switch out my meter for my network tester. And we got the old toner in here too, and I don't use that very often, so I haven't ever put it in here. But there you got it. That's what I think of the Vito Pro Pac meter bag. It's come in very handy, and I would highly recommend it if you need something a little more durable than these thin things that come from Fluke. It's crazy. They make these great meters, and then they give you these kind of chintzy, in my opinion, little bags. Although this one's a little nicer than the one that came with my 87. So, have a good day. Hey there, I'm Sean with Accent Alarms. Keep your head on a swivel and be safe out there.